March 27, 1977. Tenerife, Canary Islands. A quiet Sunday until fate intervened. A bomb at Gran Canaria forced flights to Los Rodeos, a small airport unprepared for the sudden influx. The single runway quickly jammed with massive jets. Los Rodeos, perched in a fog-prone valley, was infamous for unpredictable weather. As planes crowded every corner, dense fog rolled in, reducing visibility to near zero. Pilots, anxious and exhausted, just wanted to get their passengers home. A terrorist threat, diverted flights, overcrowding, and thickening fog created a fragile, dangerous situation. Two giants of the sky, parked side by side, were about to become part of history. The deadliest aviation accident ever was set in motion by a series of small, unfortunate moments. The perfect storm was not of weather, but of circumstance, and it was about to break. On the tarmac sat two Boeing 747s, KLM Flight 4805 and Pan Am Flight 1736. Both packed with tourists, both stranded far from their destinations. KLM's captain, Jacob Van Zanten, was a star pilot under pressure. Delays were mounting and his duty hours were running out. He chose to refuel in Tenerife, hoping to save time later. The Pan Am crew, led by Captain Victor Grubbs, was experienced but unfamiliar with Los Rodeos. As fog thickened, anxiety grew. Their destinies, once separate, were now tragically intertwined. In the fog, even giants can lose their way. In the Los Rodeos control tower, chaos reigned. Two controllers, speaking English with heavy accents, struggled with outdated radios and a flood of transmissions. The fog was now so thick they couldn't see the runway. Guidance was by radio alone. Pilots and controllers talked over each other, creating a high-pitched squeal that garbled crucial messages. Every word mattered, but many went unheard. KLM's captain, growing impatient, taxied to the end of the runway, ready for takeoff. He was told to stand by for takeoff. But the word "okay" muddied the message. At the same moment, Pan Am radioed, "We're still taxiing down the runway." The two transmissions overlapped, blocking each other out. KLM's crew heard only what they wanted. "Okay." The vital instruction to wait was lost in static. Captain Van Zanten believed he was cleared. "We're going," he said, pushing the throttles forward. The KLM 747 began to roll, blind into the fog. Down the same runway, Pan Am was still searching for its exit. Disaster was seconds away. The KLM's engines thundered as the plane accelerated down the runway, heavy with fuel and urgency. Inside, the crew was tense. Co-pilot Moores had doubts, but Van Zanten pressed on. In the fog, the Pan Am jet was still on the runway, its crew suddenly hearing the roar of engines. "Let's get the hell out of here," Bragg joked nervously. Then, through a break in the fog, they saw the KLM's landing lights bearing down on them. Panic erupted. Captain Grubbs slammed the throttles, trying to turn off the runway. The massive Pan Am jet lumbered left, desperate to escape. In the KLM cockpit, the co-pilot shouted, "V1!" the point of no return. Suddenly, the Pan Am silhouette appeared. Van Zanten yanked the controls, trying to leap over the other plane. The KLM's nose lifted, tail scraping the runway, sparks flying. For a split second, it seemed they might clear it, but the KLM was too heavy, too slow. The giants were on a collision course. Passengers on both planes saw the impossible unfolding. In the fog, there was nowhere to run. The moment of impact was inevitable, and it came in a flash. The KLM's landing gear and fuselage slammed into the Pan Am's upper deck. The collision tore open the Pan Am's cabin, engines shredding metal and lives. The KLM, mortally wounded, stayed airborne for a few hundred feet before crashing and exploding in a fireball. All 248 aboard KLM perished instantly. On Pan Am, chaos and fire erupted. Some passengers died on impact, others were trapped in the burning wreck. Flight attendants, injured but heroic, led survivors onto the wing and urged them to jump to safety. Co-pilot Bragg escaped through a cockpit window, urging others to follow. Flames spread fast. Hesitation meant death. 61 people from Pan Am survived, leaping from the wreckage into the foggy night. Their escape was a testament to courage and luck. The silence after the explosion was haunting. The runway, once crowded with giants, was now a scene of devastation. The world's worst aviation disaster had unfolded in minutes. Survivors became witnesses to history. The cost of miscommunication was written in fire. The echoes of that night would change aviation forever, and the world would never forget. The investigation that followed was relentless. How could two advanced jets collide on the ground? The answer, a chain of errors, but above all, a fatal miscommunication. KLM's captain took off without proper clearance. His haste, the ambiguous language, and the chaos sealed their fate. The Tenerife disaster forced aviation to change. Air traffic control language was standardized, no more okay, only precise, unambiguous phrases. Takeoff became a word used only for actual clearance or its cancellation. Ground radar became standard at major airports, allowing controllers to see planes even in fog. Cockpit culture transformed crew resource management, empowered all crew to challenge unsafe decisions. No longer could a captain's authority go unquestioned. The tragedy flattened hierarchies and made teamwork the law of the skies. Today, every flight is safer because of Tenerife. The 583 lives lost were not in vain. Their sacrifice forged a new era of aviation safety. Every time we fly, we are protected by the lessons learned that day. The echoes of Tenerife remind us, clear communication and teamwork save lives, and they are the silent guardians of our skies.